You're watching news at Prime. Let's bring you this now. The March and March movement says it will not be deterred from their operations despite reports that its operations are unlawful. The organization is continuing their campaign, which is calling for South Africa's healthcare facilities to be prioritized. And let's speak now to Newzroom Afrika's Silethiwe Ndlovu, who spoke to some of the organizers early on, and she speaks to us now. Silethiwe, good evening to you. And let's start with the complaints of this organization and specifically what it is that their campaign is about when it comes to healthcare institutions in South Africa.
Well, certainly, Xoli, the complaints, and there's quite a few of them, they do state that they want South Africans to be prioritized in terms of receiving healthcare. They also state that there's a number of hospitals, not just in KZN, but also just looking at the country, that are hotspots when you're looking at illegal immigrants in terms of receiving healthcare from those different facilities. So they state that, Xoli, firstly, there's overcrowding in some of those hospitals due to illegal immigrants. They also state that some doctors are overworked because of the number of illegal immigrants that do go to those different facilities. But also, Xoli, they do state that, and this is, of course, reports that we heard of earlier on this year, where we were told that there's claims of a shortage when you are looking at medicine here in the province of KZN. Now, the Department of Health has acknowledged that there's a number of issues when you're looking at the healthcare system that we have, particularly when you look at the issue with illegal immigrants that come into the country for the sole purpose of utilizing our healthcare facilities. Now, the Department of Health does acknowledge that there are quite a few issues, particularly when you look at the issue that there's budget constraints. They state that they acknowledge the fact that it seems as if there is a bit of an issue there. But also, Xoli, they do state that they condemn anyone that, or rather illegal immigrants that come into the country for the sole purpose of utilizing our healthcare facilities. Now, the organization, however, does state that their fight is not with foreign nationals. However, it is with the South African government that has failed to not only secure borders, but also to prioritize South Africans and put South Africans first. Now, earlier on, we did, of course, have a conversation with one of the organizers from the March and March organization, and this is what she had to say to us earlier on, Xoli.
Is wrong, you must support each other.
Obviously, the proof is there. We've been posting videos of what we've seen. Even on this side, it's gone down immaculately. The people that is actually going inside and coming outside is thanking us for the service that we are providing, even though our lives are sometimes at stake. But they are happy and they're all getting the medication that they went for. Nobody is coming out complaining, saying we didn't get whatever we wanted. The queues are shorter. And especially the staff, when you go inside, you can see what the staff is doing. They actually have a chance to breathe now.
From the conversation that we had with a few patients, a few individuals just outside that hospital, they do actually applaud the work that is being done by the March and March movement, stating that the queues are not that long. They've been able to actually receive that medicine that they require from those different facilities. So coming from the individuals that we've spoken to, Xoli, they do acknowledge the work or applaud the work that is being done by the March and March movement. However, Xoli, lastly, what we know is that the Department of Health has stated that demanding to see any form of identification from healthcare users that are trying to access healthcare facilities is unlawful. Now, the organization stating that they will not be deterred, and this is now despite those reports of their activities possibly being unlawful. They state that they will not be deterred deterred from from continuing with their activities, and they will continue with those activities until the government actually responds to their calls.
To Ndlovu, thank you very much indeed. Live for us there in Durban, and this is on the campaign by the organization calling itself the March and March Movement.